One game left. One game left. Oklahoma City, it is one game left. We got one game left to close out this series. The beginning of the season, who thought? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it that we would be here right now, one game away from having KD, Westbrook, Harden, and now with this new regime, the heart, determination, drive, we talking about it right here today on the show. So, welcome Thunder fans to another episode of Rumbling with the Thunder. I am your host, and it is a pleasure to take this journey with you down this long road of 15 victories for our Thunder. We're going to be talking about Game 5 and all the possibilities, everything that comes with it. If you haven't already, please hit like or subscribe. Help a brother out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get into this game. Man, before I start off, I want y'all to know I got my Russ throwback on. I wore it last night. I wore it last night because I wanted our team to play with that heart of Russell Westbrook, with that never give up like Russell Westbrook. With everything that we love from Russ, I wanted our team to show that. I want them to show every single bit of a Russell Westbrook player. And I think they did that. Game 5 was a showdown. You know, Paycom is going to be rocking like it always is. Both teams, like, I really want to give a shout out to the Indiana Pacers. Going into this series, I will say I underestimated them, and I was wrong for that. They are a mirror of the Oklahoma City Thunder in the East. I hope they grow just like we are. Maybe this can be a new rival. That'd be cool because this playoffs, this finals, I don't know if it's just because my team is in it, but this had everything you wanted. Two great fan bases, two great teams, young teams, both that play hard, both that play with determination, both who wanted to get this championship for their city. Both fan bases that I said before wear the shirts, support their team, love their team, small market, and we showing you gritty, grimy defense. People want to talk about all these fouls. I don't see too much complaining on either side. They throw their hands up and they get back on D. You don't see a lot of Indiana Pacers when they make a turnover, they don't get back on defense. You don't see that. You don't see that from the Thunder. You don't see some of the things that we've grown accustomed to watching the NBA when you see Luka stopping, not even going back on defense, sitting there having a whole discussion with the ref. LeBron James flopping all over the floor. You haven't seen that. If somebody getting thrown to the floor, other than Chet Holmgren, like somebody put him there. Two great coaches. One that's growing right before our eyes in Mark Daigneault. Making change-ups, switching up mistakes. I really thought when he went with the small lineup, I thought his pride was going to not let him go back to the two bigs. And I'm going to talk about that. I want to talk about that because there's been a lot of talk from, I've heard media personnel talk about it, and I've heard a few people that I hang with talk about that we had better starts with Kaysen in the lineup. I wasn't really worried about the starts of these games when it came to the big man lineups. It was more or less to have Hartenstein, who is a brick wall, and you can't get past this guy. On those screens, they look a lot better coming from Hartenstein than they come from Chet. Passing abilities, like Hartenstein is way above Chet, and that doesn't discredit Chet Holmgren at all. But when I look at Hartenstein's assist, 4 assists, he had 8 rebounds, 4 points, but he also had a steal and a block. That's the type of performance that I expect from Hartenstein in the finals. When he was coming off the bench, I felt like he was a little bit timid. The game had started already. So a lot of those backdoor cuts and a lot of those passes that he may take a gamble on early on, he wasn't taking those coming off the bench. With him in the starting lineup, I feel like everybody's in their rightful spot. We don't have to play Dubb at the 4. He plays the 3. We can have Chet playing the stretch 4, not the 5. I just think it really worked out for us. And it may not have did either or. Who knows? But I have said before, Cason Wallace coming off the bench in the playoffs, other than the finals, because that's when it kind of the production dropped. He was a beast last night. He was a beast. Immediately comes in the game. 4 or 5, 3 for 4 from threes, 11 points. He had 4 steals and a block. I credit that to you getting worn down by Lou Dort. The guards is getting worn down by Lou Dort. Then when they think they get a break, they getting worn down by Caruso. And then this young kid comes out there and just takes their soul. He was all over, and that's what I've been accustomed to seeing from Cason Wallace. Coming off the bench, being that explosion. If you got him in the starting lineup, I feel like he more defers to a Dubb, to a Shea. He doesn't really look to get his own shot. That's why I say bring him off the bench. So right off from the tip, just like I said, the aggression from both sides, like they was going back and forth. Nobody was going to back down from this. Every inch was earned. The intensity was crazy. The intensity was so crazy. Rick Carlisle in the first quarter got a tech on a missed call. You could just feel it. You could just feel that tension and the passion all over the court. You could tell both of these franchises wanted this game. Both of these franchises knew neither one wanted to go down 3-2. Neither one. Neither one could handle going down 3-2. I feel like if the Thunder went down 3-2, Indy probably would close this thing in Indiana. That crowd would have been rocking. It's not what happened. We don't even have to talk about it. The Thunder was super aggressive. They were super aggressive, and the person that I will give all the credit to, and y'all know who we talking about, J-Dubb. This kid was attacking the rim all game. It's almost like he figured out they can't stop me from getting to the hole. When they brought up the shooting charts from the game, I think he only shot 1 3. Let's see. At that time, he only shot 1 3-pointer. Everything else he was taking to the hole. He hit 40 last night. He hit 40 last night and only hit 3 threes. Only took 5 3-pointers. That just shows you the aggression that we had. Also, loose balls. Caruso diving for loose balls. Like every play was something that you wanted to see. The edginess, the chippiness. Wonderful finals. And on the flip side, early on, they kind of tightened up in that second half, but early on, and I don't even think they tightened up in that second half. The Pacers looked like the Thunder earlier in this series in one of our games when we couldn't handle the ball, we couldn't catch the ball, we couldn't even pass the ball. I credit that to our pressure, and it was just way too much. It was just way too much. So you got Dubb attacking, you got the bigs playing, you got the bench coming in. Aaron Wiggins comes off the bench. He hits 14 points. He's 4-7 from 3. These guys came to play, and everybody knows your bench plays better at home, and they showed it. Kendrick is another one. His stat line won't tell you he did nothing. I want to read his stat line, and it was nothing. He didn't score. He had 1 rebound and an assist. But his defense was incredible. And those are the things that I always was saying about this team. Mark Daigneault used the weapons because you got them. You got weapons for every situation. Use them. Use them. Shea ended off the game with 31, 10, 2 steals, 4 blocks. Amazing game also. It's amazing like how these guys came together in this moment, and they're just growing up right before our eyes. I know I say that all the time, but it's true, and you see it. You see it. And all this is putting that finals patch on our shoulders. Because after you a champion, you looked at differently. When you step into the arena, you the one who's feared. We get this championship, that's what's about to happen. That is exactly what's about to happen. Everybody will become the hunters, hunting us, adjusting their team to us, making trades to match us. That's what the future holds for us, Thunder fans. That's what it does hold. So just know, I feel this series is going 7. I already got it marked that we're winning in 7. So when we do win in 7, just know, target's on your back. I want to talk about a highlight that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. It was almost like I ain't believe he hit it. Naismith on the dunk, on the catch off the rim dunk, one-handed over Chet. Absolutely insane. If that would have happened in Indiana, man, it would have blew the roof off that thing. For real. It would have blew the roof off that thing. I really want to give Indiana their credit. I said it a little bit at the beginning, but I just want to read some of their stats because you look at these stats, they played a really solid game. We had 4 people in double figures. Indiana had 5 people in double figures. Pascal Siakam is absolutely amazing. Like, I really like his game. Um, Watching him in this finals more, I really got an appreciation for his game, and y'all know how I feel about the bigs. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Well, you know it wasn't his fault that they lost. Turner, who been struggling, um, 13 points, 6 boards. Naismith had 14 boards. Topping, 12 points. And the reason I laugh, I really feel like this is one of the reasons that we're sitting here with smiles on our face, because I don't know why Rick Carlisle did this. As good of a coach as he is, and he normally sticks to what is working, TJ McConnell, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Man, I was so livid. I couldn't, but I'm like, can we play defense on him like he's Anthony Edwards? Like, put the best defenders on him. And eventually they did put Caruso on him. And I said, okay, that's better, because Caruso only knows how to play defense one way, and that's intense. But it was amazing some of the things that I was seeing this guy get. Like, there was one time Wiggins just walked him right to the basket, like didn't try to cut him off or anything. Crazy, crazy. TJ McConnell, I think that's how you say it, McConnell. So I just want to give my hats off to the Pacers. Like, this has been a really fun series. This has been a really intense, like, good defense. They've been playing some good defense on both sides. We was up 15, and it just felt like game one. It just felt like game one. I was talking to one of my friends, and I said, man, Halliburton has no points. This guy is going to go through the whole game with no points and hit a game-winning buzzer beater, and all his stats is going to say is 2 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Game winner. Glad that didn't happen, but it definitely reminded me of that game one, because they kept it like that's almost their thing. Let's just keep it in striking distance, and when the time is right, they attack. We learned from that, and that's what I'm talking about. Growing right before your eyes. We learned from those mistakes. You're only going to get us with something like that one time, because this time we made sure we did not let them get back in it. And it was a small window where they did cut it to 2 or 3, and then we ran it back up. So we finished strong all 4 quarters. Intense, pushing through, really enjoyable series. Folks, the final 120-109. We're headed back to Indy. Game 6. I really feel like Indy is going to take game 6, but only if, and I don't even know if I'll say that, because if we can't play TJ McConnell, he's going to go crazy. We have to play this guy like he's Tyler Halliburton. We have to play him like that. We cannot take it easy on him. Play him like he's a superstar, please, just for game 6. If we do that, Halliburton's not 100% and he can't go and he's not able to impact this game, we're going to close it in 6. Me personally, as a fan, in a perfect world, I want to close it home. I want to close it Paycom with our fans. Like, I want it to be ruckus, crazy energy. That's what I want. But I'll take it anyway. We win in Indy. All right, we'll have to celebrate in front of their fans. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for your time, and thank you guys for rocking with me this playoffs. I'm really looking forward to next season. I got a whole bunch of things that I'm looking forward to doing and bringing, and hopefully we get some guests on here. And I just want to keep rolling, but gonna get out of here with my fave, good, bad, and ugly. For me, the good for me is to me. Before I started this program, I always talked about the predictions and things that I want to throw out there and put in the universe to see if they come true. See if I know my team as much as I say I do. So I'm taking the good today for the team throughout the playoffs. I said our ceiling was Western Conference Finals, made the Western Conference Finals, took it even a step further to the finals. I also said Dubb getting that 24 to 26 points, we win. He's averaging 25 for the finals. Just FYI. He hasn't averaged that throughout the playoffs, but he didn't need to throughout the playoffs. Dubb shined when he needed to shine, and it's amazing. I also said that I was drinking the Kool-Aid when I was all in, and now one game away from the finals. So I'm taking the good. That's just how I'm doing it. The bad, I do bad is good too. And J-Dubb had a bad game. I don't know if you would consider this a Scottie Pippen game. I didn't follow Scottie like that. I wasn't a Bulls fan, but I said we need a Scottie Pippen game from J-Dubb. J-Dubb came out with 40 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, shooting 50% from the field and from the three, and hitting 9 of 12 from the line. J-Dubb is going to be an amazing player. I'm so looking forward to this kid. I really think that he is going to be amazing. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for all of these guys to grow up. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my ugly. Is going to be Tyler Hansborough, Halliburton. I do not know why I keep calling this Halsborough. Halliburton for the 4 points in a crucial game 6. No, sorry, crucial game 5. That is my show for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Man, please hit like up, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Man, we are one game away, Thunder fans. That is it. We are one game away from hosting the NBA championship and the first for the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Big Lance. Holla at your boy. Peace.